My cousin was over at our house and we were just sitting around when my mum called out from the kitchen, "Go to Asda and get some chocolate for him." It was already 9 p.m, but I didn't mind. I'd take any excuse to get out of the house. I was young, and to me this felt like an adventure. A small one, sure, but for a teenager craving independence, it was exciting. I grabbed my coat, called my cousin to come along, and we headed out. When we got to Asda, I felt this odd sense of freedom standing in the chocolate aisle. My mum hadn't given me any specific instructions, just a vague direction to get something good. It was all up to me. I took my time picking out a bar I thought everyone would love. I felt proud, like I was finally being trusted to make my own decisions. But the moment I walked through the door, it all fell apart. The kitchen light was still on, and I walked in holding up the chocolate proudly. My mum took one look and immediately said, "Why would you buy this? Nobody even eats this." My cousin stood quiet and awkwardly in the background whilst I tried to explain my thought process. "It's good. If he doesn't want it, I'll eat it." But she wasn't having it. "Take it back," she said. I remember standing there embarrassed. The freedom I felt earlier vanished in an instant, replaced by frustration and a sense of inadequacy. I had tried to do something right and failed. Years later, I realized why this moment stuck with me. It wasn't about the chocolate. It was about how my decisions were constantly questioned. I learned in that small interaction that no matter what I did, it wouldn't be good enough. I couldn't be trusted to handle even the simplest tasks. At first, I thought my mom's behavior came from a place of love. She wanted me to be safe, to make the right choices, and to avoid disappointment. But over time, that protectiveness stopped feeling like care and started feeling like control. As I got older, moments like this shaped how I saw myself. For one, I really struggled with decision making, even when it came to the small things, like what to eat or wear. I found myself second guessing everything. I was scared of making the wrong choice and hearing someone criticize me for it. That fear carried into bigger decisions too, like school, relationships, and work. I also developed this habit of people pleasing. I would go out of my way to make sure everyone else was happy with my choices, even if it meant ignoring what I actually wanted. It felt safer to get their approval than to trust myself. These feelings stayed with me for years. It's taken a lot of work to unlearn those behaviors and rebuild my confidence. Let me now help you do the same. So your parents may be overprotective due to their own past experiences. If they had strict parents who often said no to them, they might repeat that pattern with you. They learned to be cautious and careful, and now they want to protect you in the same way. Overprotectiveness can also stem from unresolved childhood traumas. Your parents might have faced tough experiences when they were young that they haven't fully processed. They want to shield you from the same struggles they went through. And it could also be due to societal expectations. Parents often feel pressure from society to be overprotective. They see how others keep their children safe and feel the need to do the same with you. Overprotectiveness isn't always an act of love or compassion. It's often a behavior driven by anxiety, and while their intentions may be good, it can lead to unhealthy dependence. It can leave you unprepared for life's challenges. Parents who shelter their children from failure aren't preparing them for the real world. Overprotectiveness destroys potential and can hinder your ability to learn important life skills. Think of it this way. Imagine raising animals in captivity and then releasing them into the wild. They wouldn't know how to act and might struggle to survive because they haven't learned how to fend for themselves. Similarly, people raised in overprotective environments can find it hard to cope with life's challenges. Reminder that you don't know everything in life. Your parents have more experience and wisdom, so it's important to work together and try to be reasonable. Overprotective parenting only focuses on what your parents want without considering your feelings or choices. For example, "You're never going on holiday without me." Reasonable parenting means finding a middle ground where both their wishes and yours are respected. For example, "You can go on holiday when you turn this age." Your aim should be to stay within this compromise zone if you want to build a better relationship with your parents. Not only that, but negotiating and reaching compromises teaches you how to communicate effectively and solve conflicts peacefully that will help you in school, with friends, and in your future life. So finding a middle ground can make things easier. But what happens when compromise isn't enough? Some situations will require you to stand your ground, and that is where learning how to say no becomes important. There is a difference between disrespect and defiance. The difference is in how you say no. Disrespect will make your parents upset and could lead to stricter behavior. Defiance, however, means going against their wishes in a calm, respectful way. By defying them respectfully, you show that you're mature enough to handle your own decisions. Sometimes, your parents might see your defiance as disrespect, even if you didn't intend it that way, and maybe they intentionally disrespect you or they don't want to compromise. What do you do then? So you have two choices. You either stay miserable, complain, and regret the past, or you seek help. You work towards a better future. You take action. While your parents might mean well, They may have set you up for some failures. Look, all parents make mistakes, and if you have kids later on, you're likely to do the same. Blaming them won't help, and holding onto resentment will not lead to positive changes. As long as you rely on them, as long as they're still providing for you, they will always see you as their child and treat you in that way. It's the result of depending on others. If you want to change that, you need to take control of your life. Start building independence, and that could be getting a job, finding your own place, or moving out. Taking action is the only way to move forward. If you're stuck and doing nothing to change, you'll stay right where you are. So stop waiting and start acting.